have a conversation about mental health? Let's bring this word into the spotlight. Let's have a conversation about it, because there's so much stigma around something that we all have. We all have trauma in some form or fashion, and you hear more and more people begin to talk about it and have that conversation. I'm like, why are we stigmatizing it? It's just something that we all have. Most people walk around thinking they're alone, they're by themselves. It was so strange to me when I first started working at the VA that so many people would tell me that they felt alone when they had such a tight unit and so many people they were connected to, and they're like, I thought I was crazy, I thought I was alone, I thought I was the only one having this. No, we are all having a traumatic experience just because of how we deal with each other, how the way that we think about each other and communicate with each other is so ingrained in our society. Most of us haven't known anything other than a traumatizing environment. And so part of what I recognized was needed was a reset, and a way to reset, and a way to recognize what was actually happening, and how to I think of it like the Matrix, like how to reprogram yourself so that your traumatic thinking is not dictating your experience, because your body creates whatever you tell it. Whatever you tell yourself is happening, that is the experience that your brain will create for you to have in your body. And you create your own experiences with how you're thinking about things and what you believe, because you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and that is part of the nature of us being creators. The best part about being a trauma psychiatrist was that it was a condition that was always considered treatable. And that's what drew me towards trauma in the first place, was that it was considered treatable. And I saw many people get better from having had their traumatic experiences and their hurts and their pains, and still go out and live a happy life and do amazing things in the world. And so just by itself, the answer to trauma, or the cure for trauma, was knowledge of self. And knowledge of self meant that they had to get really familiar with all their goods and bads, their pros and cons. Like Mama said on Red Table Talk, she said it so good. She said, people can't beat you up with your own truth. You know, which is true. When you really understand yourself and know who you are and have a very firm and positive identity, you become more resilient to other people's bullshit and other people's trauma and all as it rolls down and out, down and out. And so the core of trauma treatment was knowledge of self. And so it was important for me to create a program that really helps us delve into what are we? Who are we? How are we designed? What is this thing? What questions do I need to be asking myself about how my brain works, how powerful it... Listen, we are magical motherfuckers. Like, that is what every single one of us is. And because we don't get that message, we don't believe it. We hear it being said a lot, but what does it mean to me to apply that information to myself? And that is the trick. The question is, how do we do that self-evaluation and make those changes?